What's up, everybody? This your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. So we got this huge debate going on between iOS and Android. As you know, that the latest and greatest iPhone is coming out, right? And everybody that's Android fans saying that the Galaxy Note 9 is king supreme of 2018. But iOS people say, hey, listen, the new iPhone is king supreme of 2018. Listen, this debate here is kind of strange. And I'm going to give you my thoughts about what I think about the new iPhone and the Galaxy Note 9 in this video. It's a strange thing here. So sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready. Let's talk about Android versus iOS. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric again with another video. So we got this big debate. Android, Galaxy Note 9 is the best thing since sliced bread. Cost you $1,000 and about $1,250 for the 512 gigabyte version. Then we got the new latest and greatest iPhones. We got the iPhone XS, the iPhone R, and the iPhone X Max, or whatever it's called, right? It also starts off at $1,000 on up a tier is about $1,500. So this huge debate between iOS and Android, it's crazy, it's insane. First of all, the Galaxy Note 9. Galaxy Note 9 is a powerhouse of a device, but iOS people really don't care. So let's talk about it, right? So first of all, let's make sure we understand something. I'm not even understanding why we even putting the Galaxy Note in the same league as an iPhone. I mean, yes, at the end of the day, both of them high premium devices. Yes, you can pay upper tiers of over $1,000 for both of these devices, but is one better than the other? To Android fans, the Galaxy Note 9 is the total package. If you're a business user, if you want to do play, everything in between, the Galaxy Note 9 is the device for you, right? But the Galaxy Note 9 is in a different league, right? You got the S Pen, you got DeX, you got all kinds of other stuff. You got high-end specs, 845/6, 8 gigs of RAM. The iPhone is in a different class. iOS users love their iPhones. They love updates. They love all kinds of different aspects of a device. So is they wrong for spending $1,200, $1,300, $1,500 on the iPhone? That's just not the case. I talk to a lot of iPhone people. iOS fans, they love their iPhone. And it's not because of all the features. It's not because of a lot of different things. So iOS brings some stuff to the table that iOS fans love. They don't really care about the Galaxy Note. They understand that the iPhone brings a lot to the table for them. Good cameras, 812 Bionic chip, 3 gigs of RAM or 4 gigs of RAM, however it goes. Nice, decent battery life. They love their screen even though it's above 720p. It's not 720p, but it's a little above 720p. And if you get the max version, you get 1080p. The phone looks good, it feels good to them. It is clear enough for them. A lot of iOS fans love iOS 12 that's coming. They know one thing, that iOS 12 is gonna go across the board to all their devices. They don't have no problems with updates and security patches and all that stuff like that. They know that when you in the Apple ecosystem, it comes with a caveat of support, right? So iOS fans, they love their iPhones. They don't care about the Note and the S Pen and stuff like that. You know what they will do if they want a pen? They will buy an iPad Pro, or they can get the latest iPad that costs like $329. So it doesn't matter to iOS folks. All they want is a device to be functional and it works. And iOS 12 and iOS that's coming to the device will work extremely well. Now, is it a ripoff? Listen, I think all these high $1,000 phones is a ripoff, but you can't put the Galaxy Note in the same league as an iPhone. Come on, that's ridiculous at this point. So let's understand this. When you're talking about a Galaxy Note compared to an iPhone, we talking about two different kind of users here. In my perspective, when I want to conduct business and get work done with my S Pen using DeX and using all the bells and whistles with the software, I pick up my Galaxy Note. If I need a good performing device that has a huge ecosystem, And listen, the Samsung got a huge ecosystem also, but it's well polished basically on the iPhone. So when you're a fan of certain brand, whether or not you're on the Android ecosystem or the iOS ecosystem, it doesn't matter at that point. Listen, I don't think that iOS fans are going to switch from an iPhone to a Galaxy Note. And surely the Galaxy Note people won't switch to an iPhone just because they're coming out with a bigger phone. You know, I mean, it's just not the case here. And I right now, I just can't understand. We are talking about a Galaxy Note compared to an iPhone. Listen, if you utilize everything with the Galaxy Note, there's no competition at that point. Apple, Android, Samsung, they all winning because we debating about it. We talking about it. We having these serious conversations about it. Do you love your iPhone? iPhone fans love their iPhone. Are they stupid for buying the latest and greatest iOS device? No. Let's talk about specs. Specs. We get caught up in specs, right? People say, well, I got 8 gigs of RAM on my Galaxy Note that blows away any iPhone that comes out. But it's just not the case. So when it comes down to it, both of these devices will perform very well. Whether or not one wins over the other one, that's irrelevant. Long as the device works for the user, that's it. It don't matter if one is faster than the other and this, that, and the other. Old Samsung devices lag out and all that stuff like that. So we in 2018, all this debate about lagginess and all that stuff. Listen, when you have 845 processors with 8 gigs of RAM in it, 835 processors, 660 processors in them, I'm finding myself not to have lag on a lot of devices right now. These devices is running very good. When it comes down to performance, even with iOS 12 with the A12 Bionic chip, or even with the A11 Bionic chip, or even going back to older devices, it performs very well. I'm not looking at the Galaxy Note 8 or the Galaxy Note 9 as a fun play device. To me, I look at the Galaxy Note 8, Galaxy Note 9 with DeX support and all the baked-in software with the pen support and all that stuff like this. This is a productivity powerhouse, period. End of story. Listen, for business users like myself, Galaxy Note devices is a win-win for me in my profession. Listen, I mean, iPhones does the job, right? I mean, it's very fast and fluid. It has a huge ecosystem. You can get work done with this device. A lot of iOS people use it for business. It's just not for me. But I'm not knocking iOS people that doesn't use Galaxy Notes. Some people don't like the large form factor. Some people like the smaller form factor. But you have options. You have options, and that's the key to success. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win for Apple, and it's a win for Samsung. And if you have the means and the money as a consumer and you want to buy a Galaxy Note or an iPhone, go for it. Congratulations. We got good devices on tap. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this war here between both of these devices. See you guys on the next video. Peace.